Okay, all right. How's everybody today? I was watching the president-elect on the America First Awards. I watched it for a few minutes. Then I said, "Oh hell no! Let me go tell my people what's going on." You can get sucked into that stuff, But you have to remember who you are. That's why we always start off with the topic of reclaiming your identity because it's been stolen. When you say America, who are you talking about? Americans. Who are the Americans? Trump, like all these other people, are immigrants. Come on now. This is a nation of immigrants, except for the Indians, the original inhabitants. They call us black now. They call us Hispanic now. There are all these different ties that try to separate us. But you can't say American if you're not looking at a copper colored person. I didn't say that. Noah Webster said that in the 1828 dictionary definition of America. So by losing your identity, you have lost your country. They just go on like it's theirs, and they're gonna make it great again. Wow. Tribal people, tribal community, indigenous people, Indian, whatever you call yourself, if you're not of Gentile persuasion, if you're not paleface, it's hard to say not paleface because a lot of our people now so much a part of paleface identity, they even look like paleface. You can't tell who they are. But you got to know who you are. Do you know the five indigenous people who ran for president? No, you didn't hear of them because they didn't have the money to be first in the news to be reported on. You may have heard of some of them, like Cornel West. Yeah, he ran for president. What about Will Hurd, Texas Republican? What about Perry Johnson? What about let's see, Tim Scott? Yeah, Tim Scott. What about Larry Elder? Okay, so you got Larry Elder, Tim Scott, Perry Johnson, Cornel West, Will Hurd. All these indigenous people look like you and I, but they didn't even get on the ballot. I mean, they didn't. They had to drop out because it was so expensive to run. I think they had to pay something like $30,000 just to uh, say you're running. Just be able to say that you had to pay. So someone said to take $1 billion to sustain a race. So how can you say you're going to make America great again when we're not even recognized? We can't even run. We're not even reported in the news that we tried to run. So I want you to see, people, how you are not a part of this great America they're talking about, and you're going to realize that soon. You've been deceived, you've been duped. Because it's not about you, and it should be all about you. You're the real Americans. I know y'all don't want to hear what I'm saying because you want to integrate. You want to disappear in the midst of these people. And because they made you ashamed of who you are, and you don't want to be reminded that you're indigenous. You just want to become mixed up. Well, mixed up people are really mixed up. That's what I say about that. So I'm not gonna listen to that bull crap. America great rewards. I'm not getting no rewards. Nobody look like me getting no rewards. It's like a sideshow. If you're not talking about replacing the original people as the head of this nation, you're not talking anything that I'm going to hear. Because I never voted for none of y'all here. And then no intelligent tribal person will vote for you. But now that you have, I want you to remember this day, because you don't know what you're doing by voting for these people. Why don't you vote for yourself? You had 5 candidates. And let me speak to these 5 candidates. Why don't y'all come together, pool your resources, and chose one? And that way y'all could have sustained the finances. See, we're looking for somebody. See, the sad point of this is that indigenous people become so uh, indoctrinated with being helpless that they're not even trying to help themselves. They're looking for a system that disenfranchises them to help them. You're not being kept down by just a few people. It's a systematic thing. Are they talking about dismounting that system? No, because that system is what's caused the prosperity of America, where they can sleep very good and sleep very luxurious in their beautiful homes while you walk around the streets, nowhere to lay your head. Are the people enraged about that? Did he say he's going to change that? Nope. What he even talked about? Because we have the ability to change that ourselves if we just come together. See, this is the great lesson that we are being taught. Every people have to unite to improve their conditions. As long as you're waiting for somebody else to improve your conditions, that wait gonna take hundreds and hundreds of years until you become a dependent person. You've learned to be helpless, and you're gonna transfer that trait to your offspring. They grew up thinking this is the way it's supposed to be. Well, I guess I'm from another time, because I've never known this the way it's supposed to be. Even as a little boy, I said, there's something wrong with all y'all strange looking people. Y'all don't look like me. Y'all don't look like y'all belong here. So if you're going to be a great migration, if it's going to be the greatest migration in history, then who's going to be left here? Because all y'all come here from immigrants, and you act like you own the place now, like it's your country. At least in Canada, they do recognize us as the first American. But in America, in the U.S., man, they just disdain, they hate the sight of you. And they're not even ashamed to let you know it. So I'm not watching this America Great Rewards. There's nothing to do with us. Hiya, hiya to the tribes.